Hello, everybody. It's Charles here again, just chiming in to bring you up to speed on what's going on in my ongoing acting journey. A few days ago, I participated in my first red carpet event. I played a therapist in Empty Paradise. It's a new film by Xavier Bastidas, and I was written and directed by Xavier. And it was a lot of fun, I have to say. It was a lot of fun to see people enthusiastic about the film, to see my old castmates, or at least those that I filmed with. That's another new thing about going to a premiere, is that I did a film that had quite a few characters and quite a few actors I never met. We filmed at different days at different times. So it's really interesting to have a film that talks about all these relationships, and you get to see these people for the first time at the premiere. But anyway, it was a lot of fun, but it was also surprising. And I think that the first surprising thing to me was that people recognized me from the movie trailer. And because of that, and because of the type of role I played, they came up to me as if we were longtime old friends, which was, I knew about people relating to characters and roles, and I'm guilty of seeing that person seeing the actor in the character, but it's actually funny to see the character in the actor, and I got a taste of that. So people came up to me with varying opinions of the character already. Some people saw it as a very affirming role, and they warmly came up to me almost to the point of hugging me because they thought they knew me. Then there were some people who took different things from the role and looked at me with, suspicious side eye. Like, I'm going to be careful around you. Again, people I never met. So it really is funny being associated with the role just from a trailer. So we watched the film, and, I knew how the film was going to end. I read the script backwards and forwards dozens of times. So I couldn't watch it from that perspective as everyone else. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but I fell into the trap of watching it technically and aesthetically, and watching my role specifically. And like every actor who ever watches him or herself says, I could have done that better. But really, I couldn't. I did the best I could at the time. And at the end of the film, it got an ovations. And I got some really good kudos afterwards talking to the attendees. So I can't complain. But I have to remember that when I'm filming a role in isolation in a particular scene. I do not know what the rest of the film is going to look like, until I see it. And so I can't second guess myself. It's just too easy to do that when you see yourself later on in the context of a film. Though I really enjoyed the role. I enjoyed working with Xavier. I really enjoyed working with Michael Bailey and all those who I filmed with. So, and again, the film got an ovation at the end. So, you can't ask for much more. But I have to say that I really need to be careful when talking to people about the role, because afterwards, when people saw me fully in the role, some came back with more reinforcement that I am a therapist, which I am not. And even related to some experiences with their therapist to me. And I have to be clear that I am not a therapist. I am just an actor and a computer geek. So I don't see therapy anywhere in there, except when I need it myself, eventually, playing these roles. But that said, I can see how easy it is for an actor to fall into the trap of being associated with a character, especially if it's a character like Jim Parsons in Big Bang Theory, something he played for 13 seasons or something like that, and did very well. You see Jim Parsons, and you almost see Sheldon first before you see Jim Parsons, and that's great for fame, and and fortune, but as an actor who wants to do other things that could be an Achilles heel. And I see often when an actor is very popular during the off season, pursuing other roles and characters very different from the one that they do, so that people can see them in various light and understand that they are not permanently associated with the character, and they are definitely not the character, especially if it's a particular profession. Okay, I'm rambling, but these are the thoughts that I had from the experience. That said, it was a lot of fun, and I can get used to this. And I have to say that this is a lesson for me to make sure I pursue roles that I can identify with. I would be proud to play. That's affirming and sends a message that I wanted to send to the community. I like to be uplifting. I like to be optimistic, and that doesn't mean that I have to be in optimistic roles all the time. I could be in the most vile, evil role, the worst antagonist you can imagine, and still convey messages of hope and at least connect with the audience. Really, the best antagonist is the antagonist in which other people can see them in your role and could at least to some point understand your motivations. So again, this is a reminder that actors at some point become their characters, and then they have to learn to not become the character, and to make sure that everyone else understands that they're not permanently that character. They do have a life separate from what they play on the screen. Anyway, it's sobering. It's stuff I already knew before, but to live it takes it to another whole level. I appreciate everyone who came out to the premiere. I had so much fun meeting each and every one of you. And pass the word. Empty Paradise is still in the premiere stage at this point. And I hope to see you in some future projects soon. Actually, that's a hint. I think I heard news on 2 more projects that I didn't come into fruition soon. So you might see me in one of these videos sooner than you think. All right. Have a good one. Till next time.